Oh, I'm sure they're obviously disappointed. Probably frustration creeps in a little bit. So.
You guys had numerous scoring chances, right? I mean, Vasilevsky made some great saves, but also they were pucks being knocked out of the air, trickling along the goal.
Yeah,
Just one of those days.
Yeah, not a lot of puck luck, and lots of credit to them. We fall behind. They're a tough team to come back on, and we kind of fell behind here this whole series, and we haven't found that extra gear when we're from behind, which we found all year. And but you have to play one game to bring it home and keep it alive.
How is it they take away that extra gear? Obviously, you guys have done the company.
Yeah, I mean, I think they do a great job. I mean, obviously they're Stanley Cup champions and the best team in hockey probably over the last 5 years. So they know what they're doing, and they're willing themselves. They have more will and more desire than we do, and it shows probably if you watch the game shift after shift right now. So we have to find a way that we need to dial it in deeper and harder and want it more.
Obviously, only 3 goals. Is that, obviously a lot of it's Vasilevsky, a lot of it's the way they're blocking shots, but is it also, like you're talking about, that will, that getting to the puck? Like, what are kind of the things you're seeing? Right?
Yeah, I mean, the will, they're blocking shots. We're not really, they're managing different situations, and I think we've managed that fine, to be honest, but they just got a little bit more will. When there's a loose puck, they're kind of battling us, and they wanted a little bit more. And the margins we talked about the other night, they're small margins, but they're still margins, and small margins over a course of a 60-minute game makes a little bit of a bigger margin. And we have to find a way to be above the margins, not behind them.
And that second power play, you guys almost had a couple there that Vasilevsky made a couple incredible saves, and then Stamkos scores like 2 minutes later. Was that kind of deflating for you guys?
It shouldn't be. I mean, but again, you're chasing the game now by 2. So yeah, I guess you can say it was. I didn't really feel it on the bench, but I think the third period we probably didn't play our best period here for the first 5 or 6 minutes for some reason, which is a little disappointing.
The only good thing that comes out today is you have a quick turnaround. You can't think about this in any period of time. You just got to go at it tomorrow, knowing that if you don't win tomorrow, it's done.
Yeah, and you get another chance. I mean, what an opportunity. And then you bring it home. So, I mean, that's got to be our focus. And we're a good team when the backs are against the wall, and it looks bleak. So hopefully we can find some energy and some passion and some joy to that. It's more frustration than joy right now.
The power play breaks through tonight. A couple other scoring chances on the other look. Just what do you think of how the power play looked after those changes?
Yeah, I really liked the first 2. Didn't love the third one. For some reason, we almost look back to where we were for 2 games. So needs to be quicker. And I thought it was quick for the first 2, and I thought it was very lethargic again for the third one.
It seems like Barkov was really fumbling the puck there on that third power play, and it was really leading to Tampa getting chances the other way. I mean, what kinds of things do you want to see from him to get back to being himself?
I think there was a bouncing puck was the end of the period. I still think he was himself, but just wasn't maybe as crisp and sharp as he was the first 2. And again, it could be a little byproduct of having so many looks that we're losing a little bit of our, which has been our strength of our team, a little bit of our resilience, a little bit, that the frustration has taken over passion, and we need to erase that.
Near the beginning of the third period, I saw Jonathan Huberdeau slam his thing on the bench after one of his first shifts of the period. I mean, is it really showing their frustration out there?
Yeah, they have been. We talk about it, and you get nothing out of slamming a stick. 0.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, Jonathan still felt pretty confident that this is a series that you guys can come back from. When you have a guy like that who's leading your locker room, as a coach, how does that make you feel?
I love our group. I mean, they're a great group, and they're a competitive group, and we just have to find a way to get a little more will, more desperation in our game. They're a little bit more desperate team right now.
What's the sell tomorrow? One more done kind of thing? I mean, there's got to be some desperation.
I think we did, if you look at the course of the 3 games, I think we did a lot of good things. We put ourselves in really good situations. For me, the focus is let's not fall behind. Let's get the lead and keep doing the good things we're doing and stay the course.
You keep on saying how much you respect them, and obviously they're a winning team. Is there a fine line between respecting them too much and maybe being a little more assertive against them?
I mean, I guess I don't think when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about that we're afraid of them, or
Yeah.
I'm talking about that they know how to win, and they close doors down when they're in the lead, and I think we need to dictate a little bit more than and I think we have, but to stay the pedal to the metal, get it going quicker and earlier. Again tonight, a little slow out of the gates, and I thought we got to our game, but I don't think it's anything to do, and that's doesn't really have anything to do with, I don't think we respect them too much.
Thank you. Thanks,
Yeah.
everyone.
Thanks, Bruno.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bruno.
You don't want much time in these situations to think about too much. You just want to go out there and play and put on a better performance. So another opportunity tomorrow night, and we're obviously going to need our best effort.
How frustrating is it right now? You guys have gotten so many chances, yet so many pucks rolling off just the goal to still be stuck at one goal.
Yeah, for sure. It's tough not to get frustrated. I think there's certain things we're doing well, but obviously it's not enough bodies around the net. Picking up those loose opportunities. So it's certainly frustrating when you're that close, but you're not ultimately getting it in.
We get battle back. We had to come back. So we really just see the problem right now.
I think against a team like this, when you're down, first and foremost, it's more tiring trying to chase a game. And at this point, everyone's certainly tired at this part of the year. But I think the third period tonight, it was easy to see. They're outmanning us in certain areas. It's when you're chasing the game, it's hard not to try and do it by yourself. Hard not to, go 1-on-2 or 1-on-3. And I think in the third period, especially, we got a little disconnected. And stop putting pucks behind them, which when it was working earlier in the game, and you just, when you don't get rewarded, when you don't get those goals, it's certainly tough to stick with it. And I think we got away from that a little bit, even though it was working. It's just obviously the goals weren't coming.
If Vasilevsky's playing the way he is, does it get you guys almost as much mentally as it does, like you're saying, kind of like for
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's world class, and he's going to put up performances like he has. But I think the thing we got to stick with is what is working, and I think in that third period got away from him a little bit, and yeah, that's you can probably connect it to a little bit of the frustration from having success seeing it work and not ultimately scoring the goal.
And then second power play, you guys, had a couple of power plays. Just how deflating was that not to score on that and then stamp those?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it, created a lot on that second opportunity, second power play, and certainly tough timing to give that one up. Right after all those chances, you don't always need a score in the power play, but momentum's a big part of it, and obviously created in that second period, and it's always tough giving that one up right after.
What kind of boulder came off the old shoulders when you got the power?
I mean, it's kind of been losing us hockey games, so it was nice to get one early, and especially when their power play, I don't know if it was a power play goal, but power play definitely led to it. If it wasn't, so it's obviously important and come playoff time.
What's the mindset then for tomorrow?
Just get one.